Greetings, Royal Family. Thanks for clicking on the video and welcome back. If you're new here, hello, welcome. It is Wednesday. The date is November 4th and the year is still 2020. So welcome to another episode of the Morning Boogie Morning Show. If you're watching this in the morning, good morning. If you're watching this in the evening or later on at night, good evening and good night. All right, so before we start, please pay your admission fee. That's hitting the like button. That gets you access into the royal family. You also got to hit subscribe and click the notification bell and select all, but we'll take it one step at a time. And also drop your comments. Say hello. Don't be shy. If you're watching the replay, the same rules apply. So on today's lineup, Chris Rock, he talks about hating civil rights movie. We got an update on Jeannie Mai, who recently had surgery. Dancing with the Stars, they are still tearing Tyra up. They do not like her as hostess of the show, and they still talking about her outfits. Kelsey Nicole, former, best friend of Meg the Stallion, she was on social media recently, and she talked about a few things. And she didn't get deep into any details about the situation between, Meg the Stallion and Tory Lanez, but she was responding to people's comments, and we got a couple of other topics sprinkled in between. All right. So again, if you're just joining, admission fee, hit the like button. If you want to stick around, drop a hello in the comment section. All right. Let's not waste any time. So before we get into the lineup, I had to add this. I hope you guys are not eating while you're watching this. Here we go. All right. So I saw this on the Jasmine Brand's Instagram page. Shout out to the Jasmine brand, right? So this is Gayle King's post, right? She is on a weight loss journey. She wants to fit into a specific dress. She's trying to slim down. And she was covering doing some news for the election. So she's trying to slim down, and she also posted this is woo those are pandemic feet, my Lord. In the caption, she basically says that she's praying to Black baby Jesus that the dress fits because she's slimming down. She's been on a 5-day soup fast, and she said, P.S., she knows that her feet are jacked up. She said she's well aware that they're a hot mess. She said keep all comments respectful about her feet, but she's not yet comfortable due to the pandemic to go into a nail salon. She said that there are bigger issues to worry about. Baby, these comments had me howling, okay? One person said, why not put socks on though? LOL, I'm confused. Those feet take all the attention. Someone else said, it's the toes for me. There are nail techs who will travel to her. Those feet are far from Boomerang. They are breakup worthy. Oh, Boomerang the movie, duh, right? I just got that. She got too much money for them feet to look that crazy. I saw another comment that said she would lose a couple more pounds if she shaved down her corns. Girl, honey, Gayle King says she does not care. So I actually went to her page and I saw this. So these are some other photos of her foots. They don't look that bad. This is, I guess, before the pandemic hit. But baby, this right here, ooh. Girl, it looked like you put your feet in a blender. But she's right. There are bigger issues to worry about. But I thought that this was hilarious. I'm sorry. Hopefully you weren't eating. Hopefully you already ate. If you threw up in your mouth a little bit, my bad. All right, next up. This story was very, very, very interesting to me. So this is according to tofab.com, right? A father, quote, you see fathers in quotations, brings a lawyer to a baby shower to prove that the baby isn't his. Yo, this was wild. All right. So this happened in Bolivia. So there was cell phone footage of this taking place in Bolivia. This was also posted to Reddit. So it showed the moment that the quote unquote father announced at a baby shower that he was in fact not the father. With his heavily pregnant partner smiling in anticipation of a surprise, the husband announced to the intrigued family and friends that his mystery guest is his lawyer. So he brought his lawyer to the baby shower. Now, producing receipts, he confirms that what everyone there already knows, right? That they're expecting a baby boy. But there's an additional quote unquote small detail. It says that you're 6 months pregnant, not 4. Now, the wife, her face drops as she likely knows where this is going. She quietly pleads for them to discuss this in private. Her father is sitting beside her. He demands an explanation. I'm going to play the video. It is in Espanol. So for those who are not bilingual, I will explain what's going on in the video before I play it. So the husband obliges him, claiming that his wife has been cheating on him for the past 3 years of their relationship. But the drama doesn't end there. The quote unquote real father of the unborn is one of his friends sitting right behind him. Now, the lawyer that the husband brought, right? The lawyer then produces a video of the two supposed adulterers dressed in nothing but towels, and chaos erupts. Don't leave, this party is for them and not me. This is what the guy said. I'll leave it there. This is what the betrayed husband announced before dropping the microphone. So he's like, no, don't leave the party. This party is for them, meaning his wife and his friend, who is allegedly the real father, oh my gosh, of this unborn baby. This is wild. And again, this took place in Bolivia, right? So his ex-friend, meanwhile, is hounded out of the party and has a cake smashed over his head for good measure. While the vast majority online drank up the drama, some were skeptical, specifically of the flawless camera work. Other red flags included the fact that no one interacted with the cameraman at all or attempted to stop him recording the embarrassing scenario. The fact that all the main characters were conveniently color-coded, and the fact that nobody got hurt, including one outraged guest in pink who demanded to be let go, but then did nothing. So basically, the person who was filming all of this, I guess on a camera phone, no one tried to say, stop, cut this off. But then again, the pregnant woman was probably so mortified that she wasn't thinking about who was recording this. She was just probably trying to get, her husband to shut up. All right. So, like to hear it? Here you go.
Gracias. Pero les voy a decir una cosa. Tengo acá a una persona, es mi abogado de cabecera, un abogado. Ya. Entiendo qué pasa. Acá tengo un documento. ¿Qué pasó? Ustedes saben que estoy esperando un hijo. Ya. Acá tengo, miren, la prueba de embarazo. Ustedes saben que voy a ser papá. Pero ¿saben qué? Se olvidaron de un pequeño detalle, mi amor. Acá tengo las pruebas de que no son 4 meses, sino 6 meses de gestación.
Hija, ¿qué es esto? ¿De qué está hablando tu esposo? Explícame, por favor.
Tranquila, Soro, tranquila, mi amor. Quiero aclarar un pequeño detalle.
Angie, déjalo que termine de hablar mi hermano, por favor.
Por favor, ya, abogado, continuemos. Acá tengo
Miguel, salgamos y
todo
hablamos
lo que
afuera,
es
por
la
favor.
casa, el documento,
Miguel.
que otra vez está acá a nombre mío, pero ¿cuál es el argumento
Miguel,
que yo tengo? Acá está
¿qué
la
está?
prueba.
Miguel,
un
Miguel,
video.
salgamos afuera,
Suegro, por favor.
Miguel.
Un
¿De qué
video
estás hablando?
de los 3 años de engaño que tuve
Miguel,
yo. ¿No?
hablemos,
Sí,
hablemos
ya.
afuera, por favor.
Hija, ¿de qué está hablando tu esposo?
Ese
Hablemos
video que
afuera.
no es mío, sino...
Te dije que no lo hagas así.
¿Qué? ¿Está aquí? Amigo, con este desgraciado. No salgas a la casa a visitar a mi hija.
Que no se retiren, porque esta fiesta es de ellos dos y no es mía.
¿Qué?
Ahí se los dejo.
¿Qué? ¿Contigo, Carlos? ¿Qué? Tranquilo,
Pero
ahí, mira, su
Maldito malamío.
So basically, the father or the husband came with the medical records. He came with his lawyer. You saw the lawyer pulled out the laptop, showed the beautiful beam footage of his wife and his friend at some hotel or somewhere in their towels, and he dropped the mic and he walked off. So she said she was 6 months pregnant. He said you was 4 or 4 months pregnant, and she really 6 or something like, yeah, she's 6 months pregnant and not 4. What was the number 3, that balloon with the number 3 in the back? I don't know. Maybe it's a cultural thing. But yeah, that is mad trifling, right? So some people were saying that it was fake. It wasn't real. Do you guys think that it was fake? Have you seen this? Did you hear about this? Let me know. Now that's so scandalous. I ain't mad at him. If it's not his baby, then yeah, walk off. Leave her right where she stands. Ooh, child, that's messy. All right, up next. Enough of the shenanigans for now anyway. This is Chris Rock. We all know who Chris Rock is. Chris Rock says that he hates civil rights movies. He said they make, racism look very fixable. And I thought that this was interesting, so I took a little read of this article. This is according to IndieWire.com. So Chris Rock has a bone to pick with civil rights movies. During a recent appearance on Neil Brennan's How I Feel podcast, the actor, he sounded off on films that deal with civil rights struggles and said the issue with the majority of these films is that they make racism look very fixable. Rock said that the stories his mother used to tell him about the civil rights movement era make it clear these films should be dirtier if they want to be accurate. So Chris Rock said, "I hate all civil rights movies. Don't get me wrong, I applaud the effort and they should exist. The problem is they only show the back of the bus and the lunch counter. They actually make racism look very fixable. They don't get into how dysfunctional the relationships were in the 40s and 50s. White men would just walk in your house and take your food. It's a predator-prey relationship. Do you think when it's time to R-word, when they were doing this to white women, rhymes with grape, put it that way." He said no, they would go and R-word the women they could actually R-word without going to jail for, meaning black women. He goes on to say, "This ish is so much dirtier than any movie ever shows. My mother used to get her teeth taken out at the vet because you weren't allowed to go to the dentist. No movie shows you that." Rock did not call out any civil rights movies by name, although his argument that such films make racism look very fixable were the same criticisms thrown at Best Picture winner Green Book. The actor has been making his press rounds of late in support of his starring in his role on FX's Fargo. Sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied and distracted. Fargo is an anthology series, and new episodes of which airs Sunday nights on FX. So in addition to Fargo, Chris Rock also has the lead role in the upcoming Saw franchise reboot, Spiral. I had to mention this. It's so crazy because I remember on one of my What the Friday shows months ago, I was anticipating this movie coming out. It was supposed to be coming out my birthday month, like a day before my birthday, May 2020. But of course, due to the pandemic, it was pushed back, and it's going to be pushed back until May 21st, 2021. Have you guys seen all of the Saw movies? There's like 7 of them, right? I've seen every single one of them. So when I saw that he was doing this reboot, at first I laughed because I'm like, Chris Rock is going to be in a serious role. But I did see the trailer and got excited. And then, of course, the pandemic happened and the movie got pushed back. So what do you guys think about Chris Rock stating that these movies, these civil rights movies, make it look like, racism is fixable? Maybe I think people are getting tired of what they call quote unquote slave movies, and I can understand why. Number one, a lot of people don't want to see, they see no benefit in seeing black people perpetuated as these, helpless and victims all the time, and, always being at the bad end of the stick of abuse and all that other stuff. I'm trying to be PC and sensitive here. But you guys know what I'm saying. Like, black people are tired of seeing representations of themselves on film being downtrodden and being degraded, right? But I get his point about the civil rights movement videos, civil rights movies, being, I guess, like, soft. But then again, I don't want to see that. Like, I wouldn't go to a movie theater and pay to see a movie where a black woman would have to get her teeth removed by a vet because she wasn't. I just don't want to see that. And some of the stories are told inaccurately, and then that causes controversy and an uproar. But Chris Rock has the right to his opinion. I get exactly what he's saying, but you know, some things have to be, I guess, softened or exaggerated or false in order to get people to come out. I don't know. Chris Rock, you the one in Hollywood. You know how this thing goes. All right, let's move on because this is making me depressed. Okay, so this guy, this is the boxer Adrian Bronner, right? Bronner. So this is according to TMZ. He was thrown in jail, right? He tells the court, I am broke. He only got $13 to his name. So this is him being arrested because he was in contempt of court. So Adrian Bronner, he's having a bad week. A judge tossed the boxer back in jail and then called him out on being a broke phony who fronts on social media. So the judge asked, where's all the money coming from that you're flashing around on Instagram? Whose money is that? First of all, Judge No Nonsense, you watching people Instagrams? Y'all better be careful out here. So that was the judge grilling Adrian in court. This was on Monday, demanding to know why he can floss on Instagram but can't afford to pay his female victim. Okay. Now, back in December, Bronner, he was ordered to pay more than $800,000 to a woman that he was hands-on with, put it that way, in a nightclub back in 2018. On Monday, the judge wanted to know why Bronner had been missing deadlines and hadn't been paying the judgment. Bronner said in court documents filed last month he only had $13 in cash. But the judge isn't buying his story and demanded he come clean about his finances. In fact, the judge pressed Adrian on Monday about an IG post from over the weekend in which he's showing off thousands of dollars in cash spread on a table and bragging as if it belongs to him. My line? Here go the video.
Champions, man. World champions.
Word up, son.
Ocean deep. Ocean deep.
Yeah, just tell on yourself.
I see.
So you see all the money. Let me mute it. I don't know who that guy is, but look at him. Just classless. Okay, so this is what the judge was referring to. Okay, so Bronner told the judge that the money was sent to him from rich friends looking to help him out, and he's not really swimming in cash like he wants his followers to believe. The judge wanted to know who is sending him cash and why. Adrian suggested his rich pals like boxer, is his name Gervonta Davis, and promoter Al Heyman, so he naming names, have been hooking him up. Listen, he says to the judge, I got a big heart. This is what he's telling the judge. And when I did have money and everybody asked me for money, I gave it to them. And now they see that I need help. The judge asked him what he did with the money. He claims that he spent the money paying off bills. Finally, the judge, she lost her patience with him and ordered him to jail for contempt, saying, Mr. Bronner has continually defied every court order I've given. The jig is up today. Not the jig is up. So the judge said in the courtroom, Bronner will have to sit in a cell until he and his lawyers are able to properly provide answers and documents that help lay out a plan for how Bronner is going to pay off the judgment against him. So TMZ previously reported that a woman claimed that Bronner smothered her and, tongue kissed her down at a Cleveland nightclub on June 8th in 2018. The woman, she went to the cops, and Adrian was eventually hit with charges over the incident. In 2019, he pleaded guilty to assault and unlawful restraint and was sentenced to probation. The woman also filed a civil lawsuit in the case, and Adrian was ultimately ordered to pay around $800,000. Adrian Bronner, who lost to Manny Pacquiao in his last fight in January 2019 and has been arrested twice since, said in court Monday he's attempting to return to the ring for a fight in January 2021. He said after that match, he's hoping to have enough cash to pay off the judgment. Now, do you think that he's hiding his assets? He might be. He might be hiding his, I wouldn't be surprised if he was hiding his money. Look at this fool. And then, you owe $800. You got an $800,000 judgment, and you on Instagram flossing cat. Yo, who's teaching these boys posing as men how to move out here? I just don't understand. Maybe it wasn't his money, because a lot of people floss with other people's money. It's possible. He said he only has $13 cash to his name. Ugh. What a disappointment on so many freaking levels. Did you guys hear about this? What did he say about Jay-Z? Didn't he get into it with Jay-Z? He said something about Jay-Z. I can't think of it right now. Like he was dissing Jay-Z or some crap like that. Anyway, good luck, fella. Good luck. Moving along. Evie. Remember her? Well, she's leaving the talk. That's the long and short of it. So she made the announcement that, she's going to be leaving. After 4 seasons on CBS, the CBS is the talk. Why am I so tongue-tied? I talk so fast. I'm sorry, y'all. This is a perfect time for you to hit the like button. Pay your admission fee, please. Help a sister out. Trust me, the likes go a long way. Anyway, so after 4 seasons on CBS's The Talk, Eve, she announced Monday, November 2nd, that she would be departing the show at the end of December. Now, the rapper and singer, 41, she looks great, right? She confessed that she couldn't see herself traveling back from London, where she and her husband of 6 years, Maximilian Cooper, currently reside. She said, at the end of December, this will probably be my last time on the show in this capacity. This is what she shared in her video announcement, which, I'll probably try to play. She goes on to say, I have had the most beautiful experience. I've grown as a woman and as a person. I've said it once, I'll say it again. I never thought that being on a talk show would be this much of an opening of my spirit, soul, personality, everything. Sitting on stage with all you women has been the best thing ever. I truly love you. She said of her fellow co-host, that's nice. Then she extended her deepest gratitude to the crew who worked to make the show the best it could be each and every day, especially under the constraints of the pandemic. First of all, Eve, you are 41. You look great. She really does look good. And I've seen like 1 or 2 episodes. My mom watches The Talk. She likes to talk. But they seem to like genuinely get along from what I've seen. They seem like they have good chemistry. And this is good. Like Eve was a rapper, she was with Rough Riders. And then she went on to have her show. And she admitted that she was the reason why the show ended prematurely. Because the show was doing good. It was on UPN 9. I liked Eve. I liked that show. It was corny, but the actors and actresses were all good together. I think the chemistry was there. It was like corny but good. Anyway, so she goes on to say, it's hard. I love everyone. I miss you and I love you and I'm thankful. I am all the hashtags. Blessed, grateful, lucky. I'm all in the hashtags. And it's real, whatever that means. So she further explained that, her current living situation in England, basically, they're on lockdown. So basically, she's not going to be able to travel back and forth. So I totally understand. And not to mention, I think she wants to start a family, too. She doesn't have any children. Her husband has 2 kids. Yeah, I think it's 2 kids that he has. So she wants to be with her man. And her man is very wealthy. She seems to be extremely, extremely happy. So I like that. She joined back in October of 2017. So, she said that she loves her co-host. She says, you guys don't make it easy. I could see what did she say? If I could see if I didn't like one of you or something like that, she said. So let me see if I can find this video. If the video does not play, just know it's not me. I had to clip it out because I don't own the rights. So let's see if I could play this real quick.
Say what I'm going to say, but it still doesn't make it easier. It's been a crazy year, obviously, for all of us, and I've been so grateful that I'm able to stay here in London and do the show, but I can't see for me the foreseeable future of traveling back at the moment, and have decided that at the end of December, this will probably be my last time on the show in this as a person. I've said it once, I'll say it again. I never thought that being on a talk show would be this much of an opening of my spirit as a person. I've said it once, I'll say it again. I never thought that being...
This is her husband. Child, you better go on. You better go ahead, Eve. I ain't mad at you, Mrs. Cooper. Maximilian. Eve is living her best life. So Eve is leaving the show. I'm not mad at her. She had a good run. Safety first, there's no reason for her to travel back and forth and risk her life. She wants to start a family. She's happy with her husband. I wish them nothing but success, until death do them part, but yeah, good for you, Eve. I mean, like I said, I don't watch the show, but I'm sure the people who do, she'll be missed. So shout out to Eve. All right, up next, this is Jeannie Mai. So Jeannie Mai was recently hospitalized and she underwent surgery. So she gave an update from her hospital bed. So so this lets me know that she's no longer going to be a part of Dancing with the Stars due to medical reasons. I was wondering because I didn't know the severity of her going to the hospital, but like to hear it, here it go. This is according to theblast.com. Former Dancing with the Stars contestant Jeannie Mai is on the road to recovery after going under the knife following a diagnosis of a life-threatening condition. 41-year-old Mai updated fans from her hospital bed following her exit from Dancing with the Stars over the medical emergency. Jeannie Mai says, "I would never imagine ever having to write this, but I made it safely out of my emergency surgery. I will be forever grateful to Dr. Nassari, who identified my potentially life-threatening condition." This is what she wrote to fans while showing herself lying in the hospital bed. Jeannie Mai, she was smiling. She looked pretty good for having just, undergone surgery. She also had a lovely bouquet of balloons tied to her bed while explaining what she was experiencing that led to her hospitalization. She says, "What simply started as a sore throat had, unbeknownst to me, become a dangerous infection that already closed at least 60% of my airway and resulted in a throat abscess that spread in a matter of 3 days." So Jeannie Mai, she was diagnosed with epiglottis, which occurs when a small piece of cartilage covers a person's windpipe and blocks the flow of air, into their lungs. So that's definitely serious. So she's happy to be out of surgery, but extremely disappointed about having to pull out of Dancing with the Stars. She says, "Although I'm grateful to be recovering safely, I can't lie. I am devastated by the fact that my journey with Dancing with the Stars will end this way. Dancing on this show has been the most exhilarating adventure. I've gained both beautiful friendships and loving supporters." Aww. That's so sad. There's always someone who ends up in the hospital and has to stop Dancing with the Stars. Oh, she was definitely showered with love from Dancing with the Stars at Dance ABC. A couple of her friends, jumped in her comments and said that we're glad that you're okay. We love you. I didn't see Jeezy. Now, I talked about this on the morning show yesterday, saying that I personally never hear Jeezy gushing over Jeannie Mai. Yesterday's show, I talked about Jeannie Mai wanting to have 2 weddings. One honoring her culture, her Vietnamese culture, to appease her mom. And then she said she wants to have another wedding and do it her way. And then I said, I never hear Jeezy talking about their relationship or their wedding plans or anything. And I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but where Jeezy at in all of this? Like, did he post anything on his social media? I don't follow him on Instagram or Twitter, so I wouldn't know. So maybe I'm mistaken, but I just started to notice that. I don't know why. It's always her talking about their relationship and gushing about, Jeezy. Speaking of, I wish Jeannie Mai well. It's unfortunate that she had to leave the show. However, thank God they caught her medical condition in time, enough to, for her to have surgery and it be corrected. So best wishes to you, Jeannie Mai. Now, still in the vein of Dancing with the Stars, let me tell you something. People are tied with a whole bunch of eyes of Tyra Banks. So everybody on social media, or people on social media, are in a frenzy over Tyra Banks' outfit. They are not here for it. They don't like Tyra as a host. They're tired of Tyra Banks always talking about her outfits. They just sick of her. Completely sick of her. So if you guys watch Dancing with the Stars, I'm telling you, go on Twitter when Dancing with the Stars is airing and search hashtag DWTS. The comments are just so freaking funny. I can't even keep up. Anywho, so each week, Dancing with the Stars viewers tune in to watch the contestants dance and see who gets sent home at the end of the night. This season, fans are also watching Tyra Banks, the new host, and taking to Twitter to talk about her outfits. During the episode that aired on Monday, November 2nd, Banks walked out in a big, poofy yellow dress, and viewers immediately started to compare the host to Big Bird from Sesame Street. I'm telling you, they don't hold back on their disdain for Tyra at all. Prior to the show, though, Banks said that she was wearing yellow because it's her favorite color. She said, "This week, I'll be rocking some yellow, my favorite color, and some neon that will blow your mind." This is what she posted to her Instagram on Monday, November 2nd, right? So the Dancing with the Stars host, even though she was wearing her favorite color, fans took no time to start comparing her outfit to the big yellow bird that walks around on Sesame Street. So one user tweeted, "So Tyra went from Tweety Bird to Big Bird. Who is her stylist?" Someone else tweeted, "Big Bird call. He wants his costume back." Now, after Banks changed into her second dress, another fan asked, did Tyra already change into another Big Bird dress? Oh my gosh. They don't like Tyra, y'all. She's annoying. She really is annoying, though. I'm going to have to say. I don't think she cares. I think she knows. I'm sure she reads the Twitter comments and stuff like that. She probably is like, I don't care. She's the executive producer and she's the host. Oh, boy. So a lot of people had a lot to say about her outfit. So somebody actually added Dancing with the Stars page, Dancing ABC. And they says this show is getting more and more ridiculous as Tyra struts in the ballroom looking like Big Bird. It's a damn dance show, not a runway. So tacky. This is what one person tweeted too, and they added, Dancing with the Stars page. Now, after the official Dancing with the Stars Twitter account tweeted about Banks' walk-on, fans replied that they replied to express their displeasure. So someone says she looks like a big bird, and it's not the Tyra show. It's a dancing show. What happened to introducing the dancers? People are annoyed. So they dislike her fashion choices since she first took over as the host on the show. Viewers have taken to social media to talk about their hate for Tyra Banks' fashion choices, with many of them saying they feel as though she uses the show as her own fashion show. On October 26, one person tweeted, "I really miss the days when Dancing with the Stars wasn't a Tyra Banks fashion show." Her fashion isn't the only thing that has been upsetting Dancing with the Stars fans, though. After a recent post, oh boy, where she talked about ordering takeout from multiple restaurants and delivery services. Her followers told her that she was out of touch because so many people are suffering financially because of the pandemic. One person replied to the tweet with a photo that read, "Tyra, there's people going home to glory," put it that way. Someone else said, "Neat. I'm forwarding this helpful life hack to the stressed out local food bank." Yikes. Another followed along in the same vein, writing, "People are lined up at food banks. For real." Child, Tyra can't do anything. She can't do anything right. Man, that is a little bit, well, that's a lot of bit insensitive in my opinion. Like, people really are, out here suffering. These are some serious times that we're in, and you are talking about ordering takeout. I don't know. Tyra is a little weird. Not weird, but what do you guys think? Do you even care? Do you watch Dancing with the Stars? I know a lot of people don't care about Dancing with the Stars, but I'll catch it every once in a while just so I can see, what's going on. And I also like to I like to go on Twitter, like I said. Y'all got to get into it. Twitter be tearing her apart. All right, let me get this next story ready. So we're bringing this on to a close. Please, if you haven't done so already, hit the like button, okay? Thank you. That's your admission fee. If you joined late, be sure to go back and catch the replay. So I'm not going to keep you long. Today, let's move on to our next and final story. This is according to Complex.com. Megan Thee Stallion's ex-BFF responds to people asking her about hanging out with Carl Crawford and Jay Prince. So that's Kelsey Nicole. So Megan Thee Stallion's personal life erupted the night of that situation with Tory Lanez. The aftermath resulted in Megan reportedly losing her best friend, Kelsey Nicole, who was in the car during the incident. Now it seems like Kelsey is aligning herself with another set of Megan's adversaries. I don't know. What is this all about, huh? I would be offended, though. I would feel some type of way. But anyway, on Monday, Kelsey Nicole appeared on IG with two of Megan's former business partners, Rap-A-Lot founder James Prince, but we know him as Jay Prince, and 1501 Entertainment's Carl Crawford. Here they are in the video. I think there's music playing in the background, so I'm not playing this. So in the video, she says, Kelsey that is, there's two things that is earned and cannot be bought. What is that? This is what she said in the video, with Carl Crawford and Jay Prince, standing on her, standing beside her. She then looks at Jay Prince, who answered the question with respect and loyalty. Now, she was holding up a bottle of something. I don't know whose wine that is, or if somebody was promoting something. So, is Kelsey insinuating that Megan is not loyal? Or maybe she's just talking in general? I don't know. We don't know. As expected, this interaction angered the hotties, forcing Kelsey Nicole to take to Instagram Live, where she told fans to relax. Now, you can find this on the Shade Room. I listened to it. She was saying a whole bunch of nothing. Not a whole bunch of nothing, but she was just responding to people's comments in the live. Like, she was looking at everyone's live. I don't know. So she says, "I'm numb to it. Y'all acting like I done formed a mastermind alliance around this B. Y'all tripping." This is what she said before explaining that Megan was her friend, so she's obligated to still defend her. She goes on to say in the live, "We laughed about it." She continued in regards to her conversation with Jay Prince and Carl Crawford. Times done passed by. When Megan was going through her issue with Carl Crawford, who that's her record label owner. He owns 1501 Entertainment. That's who Megan Thee Stallion is signed to, her record deal. She was going through, little hiccups with Carl Crawford, and then Jay Prince, he got involved because he's affiliated with the record label somehow. I don't remember how. Kelsey Nicole was taken up for Megan and defending her. So people are kind of taken aback because they see her standing in between Carl Crawford and Jay Prince. And then she's talking about two things that you cannot buy or something like that. And then Jay Prince says respect and loyalty. So it looks away. It definitely does look a little bit fishy. Now, it's previously reported Megan was in a struggle with Jay Prince and Crawford after signing to Roc Nation. During this ordeal, Kelsey Nicole stood by Megan until things were resolved. Now that the two are seemingly at odds, it looks like Kelsey believes it's okay to rub shoulders with men who try to hold Megan back. There have been a host of rumors swirling around the night that situation took place with Megan and Tory Lanez. Some believe that Kelsey had a hand in the situation and that the two are no longer friends since the two have reportedly unfollowed each other on social media. Kelsey has denied sparking the altercation and has gone on record assuring fans that she will clear her name. So, when you unfollow someone on social media, that's a huge statement, okay? And people take that stuff seriously, and they definitely run with it. But I can understand the timing seems odd. The incident happened in Hollywood Hills. Then shortly after that, boom, these two who were like frickin' frack, they unfollow each other. Was it for publicity or was it because there's really a beef? I don't know. We still don't know. We can only speculate. So this is according to Complex. There was also another outlet that I was reading. Who is this? Gossip. This is Gossip. So they pretty much reiterate the same things, but there was some information that I wanted to read. I think it was down here. Yeah, somebody said, this is her Instagram. A Shade Room captured this. So someone asked her a question. Someone said, Lord, I don't even know what language this is. Okay, bear with me. So someone posted or asked her, is it true you was in the backseat letting Tory make out with you when Meg got mad and he defended himself through a pop and you're not talking because you was trying to get in the $ with Tory, but keep the life with Meg? Is it true or false? So Kelsey, she replied, nah, it ain't MFing true. My Jesus Christ. So during the live, Kelsey Nicole said that she is thinking of doing an interview to clear up all the misconceptions behind what happened on that night in the Hollywood Hills. She says, this is really just the beginning. It's still court dates going on. So this is really something that I don't feel like I have to come on here and just tell y'all right away. This is what she said during the live. Again, this is according to Gossip. I read two different outlets. So everything else is just reiterating what I read in the first. So she goes on to say, I don't owe nobody nothing, but what I will do, I will be clearing my name. I will be, killing some of them rumors, most of them damn rumors. So if she does finally speak out, maybe we will find out exactly what happened, but I doubt it. I think that she is going to do what's best for her. None of us know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I can admit that. I can only speculate. I can only assume. But as far as cold hard facts, there are some things that add up. There's some things that don't add up. This is one big mess. One big mess. I think they're supposed to be going, Tory's going back to court, in December? I don't think it's this month. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But what do you guys think? Do you guys follow Chelsea, and then there's Chelsea and then there's Kelsey? Kelsey is the old best friend who was there that night in the Hollywood Hills. Chelsea is seemingly the new best friend of Meg, and she's been keeping herself busy on social media. So what do you guys think? Are you over? I know a lot of people are like, I am over this situation, and I totally understand. I get it. I absolutely get it. So drop down in the comments, share your thoughts. Let me know what you think. This concludes this episode of the Morning Boogie Morning Show. I want to thank all of you who were in attendance. Wow, 43 minutes already? Jesus. All right, y'all. So I'm getting ready to sign off. Don't forget to pay your admission fee on the way out if you didn't do so on the way in. If you came in late, you can always go back and catch the replay. If you're watching the replay, thank you for clicking on the video. So welcome to all of the new subscribers. If you want to join the royal family and get in on our discussions, please hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell, select all. This way you won't miss out on any of my uploads. Check out the other content on the channel as well. All right, royal family, I'm signing off. Hopefully you guys will enjoy the remainder of your Wednesday. And don't forget to share the video. Shout out to the viewers. See, I don't know who shares the video, but I know that it's been shared to Facebook. Some of the videos have been shared to Facebook quite frequently. And I want to say thank you to all of you who are sharing my videos. I greatly appreciate it. Helps get more eyes over here on the royal family. So thank you. I'm grateful for that. Thank you so much. All right, I'm signing off. I'll be back soon. But until next time, as always, peace.